Hey folks, welcome back to MoneyMind Motion, the channel where we fuel your mindset for success, because smart habits today build wealth and wins tomorrow. I'm your host, and today we're shifting gears a bit to something that hits home for every U.S. student grinding through the 2025 to 2026 school year. Study tips that actually work. Look, with NAEP scores from early 2025 showing only about 40% of high schoolers proficient in math amid post-pandemic recovery, and colleges like Harvard reporting record application stress, it's clear, talent alone ain't cutting it. You need proven strategies that boost retention, focus, and grades without burning out. As we head into 2026, with Deloitte forecasting a 2.5% growth in education tech driven by AI tools, these tips aren't just fluff. They're backed by fresh research from sources like Andrew Huberman's January 2025 science-based video, the University of Cincinnati's September tips, and Shorelight's May 2025 guide for students. We'll cover 10 battle-tested tips, from active recall to sleep hacks, with real data showing boosts like 50% better retention from self-testing per TutorSuite's 2025 analysis. Whether you're a high schooler prepping for SATs or a college kid juggling classes, these will supercharge your study game. By the end, you'll have a toolkit to study smarter, not harder. Let's get that motion rolling. Tip 1. Set up your study space. Kicking off with Tip 1. Set up a dedicated study space that's distraction-free and optimized for focus U.S. students in 2025 are battling more screen time than ever, averaging 7 hours daily per Common Sense Media's latest report. So creating a zone that signals work mode is crucial. According to the University of Cincinnati's September 2025 guide, a clutter-free desk with good lighting and ergonomic setup can boost productivity by 20 to 25% by reducing physical strain. Rich people think long-term, and so should you. Invest in a quiet corner away from family chaos or dorm noise. Add plants for that oxygen boost. Studies from Evergreen Tutoring in July 2025 show greenery improves concentration by 15%. Keep essentials like notebooks, chargers, and water handy, but ditch the phone. UNC's timeless tips, still relevant in 2025, emphasize eliminating social media distractions to study smarter. In this AI era, integrate tools like noise-canceling apps, but keep the space analog first for deep work. Data from Shorelight's May 2025 research on international students, applicable to US too, shows consistent spaces lead to 30% better habit formation. Bottom line, your space sets the stage. Make it a fortress for focus, and watch grades climb in the 2025 to 2026 year. Tip 2. Build a realistic schedule. Tip 2. Build a realistic schedule that balances study with breaks and life, with U.S. college workloads hitting new highs. Harvard's November 2023 tips updated for 2025 note students, juggling 15 to 18 credits plus jobs. Planning is key. Use digital calendars like Google or apps like Notion to block time. 50-minute study, 10-minute break, per Pomodoro principles. Andrew Huberman's January 2025 YouTube video backs this with science. Ultradian rhythms mean focus dips after 90 minutes, so schedule accordingly for 20% efficiency gains. For high schoolers, align with school bells but add buffer for homework spikes. TutorSuite's 2025 data shows scheduled students retain 40% more info by spacing sessions. Avoid cramming. Pitt's active strategies recommend daily reviews over all-nighters, cutting burnout by 35%. In 2026 projections, with EdTech growth, AI schedulers like those from Khan Academy will automate this, but start manual now. Psychology hack: treat your schedule like a budget. Allocate time wisely, and you'll build wealth in knowledge. Tip 3. Use active recall. Number 3. Embrace active recall, testing yourself instead of passive rereading. This is gold for U.S. students facing standardized tests like the SAT, where 2025 scores dipped slightly per College Board amid equity gaps. Research from TutorSuite in 2025 shows self-testing improves retention by 50% compared to highlighting, as it strengthens neural pathways per Huberman's tips. How? Flashcards via Anki or Quizlet. Recall facts before flipping. USAHS's January 2025 blog highlights SQ3R. Survey, question, read, recite, review for textbooks, boosting comprehension 40%. For math-heavy subjects, solve problems without notes first. Shorelight's guide notes. International students using this see 25% grade jumps. Same for U.S. In a year where AI like ChatGPT tempts cheating, active recall builds real mastery. Data point. Evergreen's July 2025 techniques cite studies where recall groups outperformed passive by 2 times on exams. Make it habit. End sessions with quizzes and compound that knowledge like interest. Tip 4. Spaced repetition. Tip 4. Leverage spaced repetition, reviewing material at increasing intervals. With US K-12 forgetting curves steep, losing 60% in days per Ebbinghaus, apps like Anki automate this for 80% better long-term recall, per Huberman's 2025 science. Start with daily reviews, then weekly, monthly. UC's tips emphasize breaking content into chunks for spaced practice, ideal for semester-long courses. In 2025 to 2026, with hybrid learning, this counters disruption. Pitt data shows spaced students 30% less stressed. Tied to money mindset, consistent small efforts compound, just like investing early. Tip 5. Eliminate distractions. 5. Ruthlessly eliminate distractions. UNC's guide warns social media kills focus. U.S. teens check phones 100+ times daily per 2025 Pew Research use apps like Freedom to block sites during study. Huberman advises 90-minute deep work blocks, yielding 25% more output. For dorm life, noise cancelers or white noise help data. Shorelight's 2025 tips show distraction-free sessions boost efficiency 35%. Tip 6. Make learning active. 6. Make learning active. Explain concepts aloud or teach others Pitt strategies. Formulate questions while reading, improving understanding 45%. Group study wisely. Harvard tips. Small groups for discussion, not socializing. Evergreen. Active techniques like mind maps enhance memory 20%. Tip 7. Prioritize sleep and health. 7. Prioritize sleep and health. Huberman's video stresses 7 to 9 hours nightly for 30% better cognition. With U.S. student mental health crises in 2025, CDC reports 40% anxiety, exercise and nutrition fuel focus. Walk breaks per UC, 15% productivity lift. Tip 8. Use practice tests. 8. Take practice tests regularly. TutorSuite simulates exams, reducing anxiety 25%. For AP/college, mimic conditions. College Board 2025 data. Practice correlates with 20-point score gains. Tip 9. Set clear goals. 9. Set SMART goals. Harvard. Specific targets like Master Chapter 3 by Friday, increase completion 40%. Track progress, Shorelight. Journaling boosts motivation 30%. Tip 10, leverage resources and tech. 10, leverage resources, AI tutors, online forums. In 2025, Khan Academy's AI sees 25% engagement rise per reports. Seek help early. UC. Tutoring ups grades 15%. Conclusion. Wrapping up MoneyMind Motion Crew. These 10 tips, from active recall to tech leverage, are your roadmap for the 2025 to 2026 grind. With data showing massive boosts in retention and grades, implement one today. Like if this helps, subscribe for more mindset wins. Comment your fave tip. Keep studying smart. Your future wealth starts here.